What's going on, guys? Mr. Brickswag back here for another video. Today we have a kind of unusual set, to be honest with you. Never thought I would be reviewing this set, but I got it as a gift from the missus, and so gonna go ahead and build it. This is the Lego Game Boy. So the reason why I like this set is because it is a very, I guess, beginner-friendly kind of set, like a small little set, again, great for gifting people, especially those who are fans of video games. Now, I personally didn't grow up with a Game Boy. I actually use a Nintendo, or Nintendo DS, sorry, I should say. But yeah, I never had a Game Boy, but it does look really, really cool. I've seen pictures comparing this to the actual Game Boy, and it's pretty spot on for the most part. And so, just a very sleek looking set. Very excited to build this for sure. It's going to be a quick and fun little build, but I'm really looking forward to it and seeing how accurate it kind of is. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and unbox it and show you guys the contents. Alrighty, guys, so we just got the Lego Game Boy kind of unboxed here. We have a total of 5 bags, so not a ton. For a pretty small set. What really excites me about this, not the stickers, unfortunately. I wish they printed these, but they do have a couple of printed pieces right here. Looks like these are actually the kind of video game screens and everything, so that's super neat. Very, very cool. They have a pretty standard instruction manual. It's a little bit of information about the Game Boy and everything and some of the features. So I'm very, very excited to kind of just build this and see, all the cool features and, what it has to offer. So I'm very, very excited. I mean, wow, that's a lot of pages just for a little set. But hey, man, they're doing a full homage to the Game Boy. So that's super neat. Really excited to get started, guys. I'll catch you guys after the build. Alrighty, guys, so just finished the build of the Nintendo Game Boy set here. Very fun build, really, really cool techniques that they use. It came together extremely nicely. I'm about to rate the build overall. I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. The reason why I'm not giving it a perfect 10 is because there were a couple of points where it was kind of annoying to put certain things on, but pretty much flawless. I mean, as good as any build can get. Build time was about an hour, so pretty short build. Very fun, very straightforward. So again, beautiful techniques, but very classic, kind of methodology they use. So really, really neat. So yeah, let's just go ahead and, kind of dive into the aesthetic first. So the Game Boy, it looks extremely accurate. I mean, again, I've seen people compare this thing to actual Game Boy models, and it is very accurate. You got all your buttons there, volume for your external connector. You got your buttons right here for A and B. You got your select and your start. You have your kind of D-pad right here. You have your battery indicator. You have your, I don't even know what this is, dot matrix or stereo, your sound. You have your off-on switch. You have your screen itself, which in this case, this is actually adjustable, so I'm going to show you guys this later, but currently it just has a Nintendo thing going on there. You got your contrast, button. I don't know what the heck this is. Again, I wasn't a Game Boy owner as a kid, but pretty neat. And then you have your game cartridge at the back here, which is actually really interesting. So you can actually take this out. It's very neat. And you get 2 of these. You get one for Zelda, and then you get one for Super Mario. So that's really, really neat. And then you can also, again, change the inside of that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that. So the first step in order to change out the film in there, as well as the game cartridge, is you want to take off this panel. So it comes off very loosely. It's only held up by 6 studs right there. And then you want to pop this mechanism backwards. And so again, you can see in there, it's currently the Nintendo one. But if you, pop that out real quick, you can take that out. Again, it's a clear screen, so this, it pops up whatever is on the inside, so you can take out that Nintendo one. And within this little, kind of display stand here, you have a couple options. So this is, I believe, the Mario option, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even know. I might be completely off on that. It might be Pokemon. Nope, this is definitely a Mario option. So, I don't know if this is a Zelda one, but anyway, yeah, that probably is a Zelda one, actually, now I think about it. So if you put this one in, for example, Again, apologies for my Nintendo knowledge. I swear I had a DS growing up. I played these games, but it's been such a long time. So you put in, you know, your Zelda, and you kind of just close it up. If you go ahead and look in the front here, boom, you got your Legend of Zelda game just going on there. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, and then you can go ahead and swap it out again. So I'll go ahead and do that. So you take this out, take your Zelda cartridge out. You take your little, little panel out. This doesn't want to come off. Be a little hard sometimes, I think. If I had two hands, it might be a little easier to do this, but there we go. So now you want to put in the, let's say you want to put in the Mario game. I'm pretty freaking sure this is Mario. Yeah, I mean, it literally says Mario, so. LOL. I guess the other one is Zelda. It's either Zelda or Pokemon, but I'm pretty sure it's Zelda. Put that in there, and then you go ahead and take out your kind of Mario cartridge, which it has an attachment point to here, so you can actually put like the Zelda one on here, for example, and it'll like kind of, not like hard attach, it'll like kind of just loosely stay in there, so which is pretty cool. Then you go ahead and put your Mario cartridge in there, which is pretty neat. And then you go ahead and put this in, like so. Ah, shoot. Yeah, I'm being very clumsy in this video. I swear, this is actually a really easy set to handle. I just don't have the hands. So, yeah, and this is, the cartridge itself, you can actually pretty easily swap out. It's the film that's going to be a little bit difficult. So, yeah, it's kind of the main feature of this thing. It is a super neat feature. Definitely a big fan of it. And again, whenever you're decided that, you kind of are okay with your setup, you kind of put it on there, and that's, it's kind of, I think this is like the charging port or something. So yeah, pretty neat. Now, as for the other functionality of this, just looking at the basic, I already showed you guys all the stuff, but I'll go ahead and just kind of show you physically how it all works. So you have your off and your on switch. So I believe this actually uses like a kind of like a rubber band system, I think, or something like that. It's a really neat mechanism that they have on there. The D-pad is also a really neat mechanism. They use like a little bit of like a rubber device in there, so you can kind of get that working. It's very tactile and fun. Your buttons right there as well are pretty fun to kind of just press and mess around with. For whatever reason, this one is way more responsive than this one. You have your, select and your start, kind of press those. Those are fun. Then you have your scroll wheel on the side for the volume, so you can go up or down with it. Unfortunately, it doesn't have like a, place where it stops. You can kind of just do it infinitely. You have your connector there. I don't know if you can take that out. I'm not going to try to mess with it. Given my luck today so far, then you have your contrast, and you can, again, kind of turn that up or down as well. So it is very neat. It's just very functional. And again, you have the hole in the bottom right there. It looks so nice. So nice. So yeah, huge fan. Anyway, guys, if you guys couldn't tell, I really enjoyed this set. If I had to rate it overall, this is going to be surprising for a lot of you guys. So, kind of stay buckled in. I'm going to give it a perfect 10 out of 10. I think this is about as good as we could have gotten for this set. I'm going to explain to you a couple reasons why. Number one is the minimal sticker usage. There's only 2 stickers in this, and there are probably 2 of the points where we actually needed it, and the color doesn't even matter with the blending. It's for the cartridges. So totally agree with that. The rest of the stuff, all printed. This is printed. This is printed. This, that right here, this upper thing, this, all printed. That's huge. You never see that with sets these days. I mean, it is really incredible. Number 2, how accurate and clean it is. Wow, this thing is like basically as perfect as you could have gotten. I mean, it looks like the real freaking thing. It's very impressive. And the third thing is how seamlessly all the functions work. Mechanically, it's just so freaking satisfying. I think this is one of the coolest, most functional sets probably ever made. So for those reasons, I'm going to give it a perfect 10 out of 10 score. I know not everybody's going to agree, but I don't take that lightly. I don't give many sets 10. So this is truly like one of the best Lego sets released probably this year and of the last couple of years. So I'm very, very impressed. Anyway, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video of the Nintendo Game Boy review. I really enjoyed this set, and I really enjoyed making this video. Hope you guys liked watching it as well. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like down below. If you have any comments, whether negative or positive, I appreciate any feedback. Please leave in the comments below. And if you enjoy the channel a lot, please say subscribes and consider tuning into Mr. Brickswag for more Lego videos. Peace out, guys.